A pilot on the carrier picked up a football and set it on the jet's launch catapult and signaled the operator to reset. The operator hit the switch and the catapult launched the ball skyward at 210 miles per hour. Moments later, an FA-18 Hornet rolled onto the runway and with away from the ground crew was catapulted into the air headed for the ceasefire zone on an aerial reconnaissance mission. The Bosnian War had just reached a ceasefire agreement. One pass along the designated route and the job was done. But they hadn't gotten far before radar picked up something unusual in the ceasefire zone. Under the terms of the agreement, NATO aircraft were strictly prohibited from entering the zone, but the pilot ignored his navigator's warnings and banked hard to go take a look. He powered up the digital camera. Sure enough, a group of armed fighters, heavy weapons in tow, hidden in the forest below. The low-altitude pass set the fighters off. They radioed their commander immediately. When the warlord heard that NATO had broken the agreement, he gave the order, "Fire the SAMs, take down the Hornet." Almost instantly, the aircraft's threat system lit up missiles inbound. The pilot yanked the stick back and broke hard right, but he couldn't shake the SAM's lock. He popped flares, nothing. He kept jinking, and the ground crew fired a second one. 2 SAMs, closing from both directions. The pilot pulled into a 90-degree vertical climb. Still no way out. He jettisoned the external fuel tanks. The explosion took out one of the missiles, but the next second SAM came straight at him from dead ahead. No time to evade. It clipped the tail. The fly-by-wire system shorted out. The jet went out of control, and then the first missile, still tracking, came back around and hit. The pilot triggered the ejection seats. The rocket boosters fired, blasting both men clear of the aircraft before it exploded. Parachutes deployed. They drifted down into enemy-held territory. When the navigator hit the ground, he found the pilot already wounded. There was no signal in the valley. The navigator climbed alone toward higher ground to get a radio call out. Meanwhile, the fighters swept the crash site. No bodies. The commander ordered his men to flush them out. It didn't take long. The wounded pilot was found, briefly questioned, and executed on the spot. The navigator watched it happen from the ridgeline. He cried out and gave away his position. The fighters opened up on the hillside. He ran hard, broke out of the kill zone, scrambled to the high ground, and got a distress signal out to the USS Times Nimitz. When the captain learned the pilot was dead, he immediately sent coordinates ordering the navigator to reach Rally Point 3 and wait for extraction.